Hi Taurus, this is your November mid-month tarot reading. I do 3 separate spreads in my mid-month readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage, and I'll do a love from the past spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love in the second half of November. We have the Six of Swords clarified by Justice. We have the Four of Swords clarified by the Sun. We have the Empress. In the potential outcome, we have Strength with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. And we also have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Leo, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. Not only is it a general reading, it's a very weird reading, to be honest with you, Taurus, because I think you see how we have the main spread on the left and the potential outcome on the right next to the deck, but I think these two should be flipped or switched. Because what I see on the left, starting from Justice, ending with the Empress, this is either the two of you going on a honeymoon together, or somebody here is going into labor after the two of you got married. But in the potential outcome, it kind of looks like what happens in the beginning, to be honest with you, right? So perhaps the universe was really in a hurry to let you know what's about to happen, and that's why we got the outcome on the left. But it is a beautiful spread. Let's start off with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck all the way here, right? The Ten of Pentacles is a card of a commitment or marriage. Very solid, very long-term type of a deal. This is when people buy real estate together. This is when people grow old together and have children together, if that is still an option for them, right? So let's move on to the quote-unquote potential outcome, which I believe is actually the beginning. We have Strength with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups right next to the deck, right? Strength is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo. And some tarot readers consider the Sun card also a Leo card. So you could be dealing with a Leo. Or Strength is all about somebody having the actual strength to come towards you and express their feelings towards you and make you a very decisive offer. And that's what I think. That's what I see in the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth. So somebody's got a lot of great feelings towards you. The Ace of Swords is a brand spanking new beginning, very decisive energy. We also have the Three of Cups right next to the deck. The Three of Cups is a card of a union. This is also a card of some sort of a celebration or a gathering or an event or a party. So the two of you could get acquainted at a party, right, or an event or a gathering, and the two of you will basically move forward from that point on. But the Three of Cups, like I said, it is a card of a union. And we're moving back towards the left side. So on the left, we have the Six of Swords with Justice, the Four of Swords clarified by the Sun, and the Empress. The Six of Swords is a card of an improvement or a rough patch being over, or the Six of Swords is a card of travel, right? And it's clarified by Justice. Justice is the personal Libra card. You could be dealing with a Libra, or Justice is the two of you getting married. Justice often does come through as a card of the legal system, right? And that could be an actual person who's got the authority to marry other people, like a county clerk, a minister, a priest, or Justice could be an actual place where people get married, like a chapel, right? So you see how that related? You were getting married with the Justice card, and you're moving towards your life together with the Six of Swords, or the Six of Swords is the two of you going on a honeymoon, right? Then we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Sun. If you're going to a honeymoon, yeah, with the Four of Swords, you are spending a lot of time in a horizontal position. And I'm just trying to stay under the PG-13 radar. Or the Four of Swords, this is somebody going into labor, right? After the two of you got married. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Sun is also someplace warm. So if you're going on a honeymoon, it's probably someplace warm on a beach. Or if we want to take a closer look at the Sun, there is a kid riding on a horse. So, like I said, somebody could be going into labor with that Four of Swords and the Sun. Speaking of going into labor, the last card that came out in the main spread is the Empress. The Empress often does come through as somebody who is expecting a baby, and with the Sun card being here as well, Yes, somebody could be going into labor. Or the Empress is somebody who is married, somebody who is in a commitment, right? Besides that, the Empress is also abundance in its purest form. The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck, and in my spreads, the Empress always comes out as a sign from above or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward. So yeah, Taurus, a weird reading, but it's all here. It's all here. There's definitely a commitment. There's definitely two people getting together. There's definitely a union, and there could definitely be somebody who is already who will be expecting a baby right after the two of you get married. Right? So really happy for you, Taurus. Congratulations. Taurus, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Fool, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Star, and we also have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. I can interpret the spread two different ways. Scenario number one, you're buying property and you're starting a remodeling of it before you move in. And scenario number two, one of you is going to get a new job, a dream job, a really good paying job. All right, so the Fool, the first card that came out, this is a card of a new beginning, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, right? It could be you finally buying a house, finally buying an apartment, or somebody is going to accept a new job offer. The Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. It's kind of similar to the Fool energy in this particular spread. The Ace of Wands is also about inspiration, passion. You know, if you're buying a new house, you will want to remodel it the way you want. Or the Ace of Wands could be a new job offer. Yep. Then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Both cards are talking about pretty much the same thing. The Page of Pentacles is an offer, a new job offer, or this is a down payment on a house, right? And if this is a new job offer, they will lowball you, Taurus, all right? So go back to them and tell them to give you more money. Or just throw something in to sweeten the deal, and they will, right? And I think the Knight of Pentacles, if we're still talking about the new job, the Knight of Pentacles is it. This is an upgrade from the Page of Pentacles. They'll go back to their drawing board, and they will throw something into the mix, like a startup bonus, right? Or a bonus at the end of the year, or stock options for a company, something like that. Right? Or if, again, you're buying a new house, I think with the Knight of Pentacles, you're starting to remodel, and just be careful. Don't spend too much money on that. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Star. The Eight of Pentacles, it could be a new job offer, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles often comes through as a job or working on something. The Star is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or the Star is a wish come true, right? Perhaps you always wanted this type of job, or you always wanted to make this much money, so that that wish is being granted to you. Or if you always wanted to own your own house, or if you always wanted to own your own apartment and decorate it in a particular way, that wish is going to be granted as well. So it all depends on your situation, Taurus, but it's a great spread. It's I do see the two of you like working together as a team, right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this second half of November. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Four of Swords clarified by the Hangman. We have the Emperor clarified by the Six of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, Taurus, I'm just going to call it a reconciliation. A very happy, and actually the happily ever after type of a reconciliation. Right, so we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Hangman, the first two cards on the left. Both cards are talking about somebody. We just have to assume the Emperor, just taking their time. I do see them being really sad, to be honest with you. Perhaps they've isolated themselves. They didn't want to get out of the house. They didn't want to see any other people, right? They just wanted to be by themselves. They were brokenhearted. Right? with the Four of Swords and the Hangman. And at the same time, they were thinking about it. They were thinking about you. They were thinking about all the mistakes they made. And with the Hangman, I think at some point they had this light bulb moment. They had an epiphany. And their epiphany was that they need to get back together with you as quickly as possible. And when I said as quickly as possible, I meant it, because we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. The Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning, a very decisive new beginning. The Ace of Swords is the truth. So they will talk to you and they'll tell you the truth. They will tell you that they want you back. They are ready for a commitment. If they weren't budging in earlier, now they are ready to commit to you and have a full-blown family with you. Right, and the person you're dealing with is the Emperor. The Emperor is the personal Aries card. You could be, right? Or the Emperor is somebody who is stepping up, right? So like I said, if they didn't want to get married in the past, now they are ready for that. Because the Emperor is somebody who is in charge, somebody who's taken control, somebody who's taken on the initiative. And the Emperor often comes through as the future husband or the future significant other figure. Right, and the Emperor is clarified by the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of somebody coming back from the past. It's also a soulmate card. And the very last two cards that came out are the Ten of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. The Ten of Cups is one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships, marriages, right? And it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle between the two of you. A very fortunate new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spread. So yeah, I do see this as a very happy reconciliation, Taurus. Alright, so that's what I got for you for the second half of November. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing the rest of November. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.